Hey, people interested here, 53. Estia Province, blue team. YZ is a Lord General, fights range combat with a retinue of stormtroopers help him out. Really strong defense and support can also add to this retinue. Alongside here, Toffing loves Nids with a Hive Tyrant, very durable hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption and support begins in melee combat with a basic synapse, I shall call it Lorenzo. He's found some lasguns to go and eat, I guess. Rounded off the teams here is ASD with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero, powerful battlefield manipulation, and can hurt you pretty bad too. This is the Wordbearers DLC. Red team, Toilailee is a Mekboy, teleported here at fights range combat, great for capping with some awesome damage output with his ranged weapons. Can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair. Trying to finish off this Sentinel right here. Getting pretty close, but there's the repairs. Alongside here, Campbell with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support. Fights in melee combat begins with a refractor shield, which should be up right now. Weighing into some termagants, there it is. Spore mines coming in. And rounding us off is Captain Topkek with a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat. Can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. The Lamenters, I guess, on show over here. Holy crap, did he kill 2 Hormagaunts with one swing there? I think he did. See those battle cry buffs, those yellow circles on those Marines there. Just going back in. We got some Zinchian worship, confusing things. Double heretics worshipping means that everything is infiltrated. CSM getting some shots in. Chaos Sorcerer tying up the tactical Marines, and here comes the horde of heretics. Double heretics early on, getting into melee with a squad with all those doom blasts going off is a lot of pain. Force Commander retreats, so does the tactical Marines. Scouts have been kept safe for now. Wow, nasty doom bolts did a whole lot of damage to double guardsmen. Vostroyan Firstborn over here, the elite scheme with the funny hats. West side turning red thanks to Toilailee's Mekboy. Strong starts. We got double termagants. We got some more CSM on the way for ASD. Looters for Toilailee. Here they are with a death gun. Suppression platform weapon. And looks very fun to shoot. That guy's having a fantastic time. Lord Commissar went down. Captain Topkek with some assault squad Marines on the way. Needs to defend this power on the east side now. Sorcerer's off the field, I think. Yep. There's a second CSM squad, so double CSM, double heretics. Can be pretty potent early on, at the risk though of being shut down quite hard by a suppression weapon. Sorcerer can deal with that though, I suppose. Hive Tyrant leading a line. Decides to go and eat a power node, sending the termagants in. They do have toxin sacks. Got some buildable cover going up over here. Oh, Sentinel might got way too close to some hungry Nids. Needs some repairs. There we go. No stomp. I guess it's been used already. Does survive. That was very, very close. We have a sergeant up for these scouts. Looking to get a grenade on the double termagants. Maybe they back away. And Campbell is back on his feet. Carapace armor on the way. Gets crippling poisoned. The Hive Tyrant is still bashing through that power node. Didn't even finish it. Now turns to engage. Down goes the node. 1-to-1 cap at this point. What's going on west side? Oh. Can't cap the VP because the death gun is facing it. Hive Tyrant trying to soak up damage and lead the line, but he's outnumbered here is old Lorenzo. What's going on east? I think the Sorcerer just ate a heretic with Consume to get some energy and health back. Grenade misses for the most part. Doom blasts getting in. Assault squad getting very, very low. Somehow 2 models with 80 hit points. The aspiring champion heretics with just an aspiring champion now. Uh-oh. Gets meleeed as he retreats. Looks like he's going to be maybe okay. Yep. Tactical Marines got very low there as well. Down to one model, look at that. Keeps the pressure up though on the power, does ASD. And should get some bashing done, I would think. Meanwhile, west side, some IG on IG action there momentarily, but looks like YZ has come out on top, takes down the Wild Banner, and perhaps caps the west side. Death Gunner's backed off here. This is the Mech with a Death Gun now. Can teleport in and do that. Pretty useful. Where's the actual looters though? They are at base healing up. Sluggers have been lost incidentally. Hormagaunts do have their adrenal glands. Hive Tyrant continues its obsession with this power node, is now capping it. And why not? Have some more power for you. Assault Squad trying to chop up the Sorcerer. Doing a good job. Special attack. And gets the escape with it. Clutch special there. Is level 2, which is why he was able to proc that. Gets more melee skill at level as you level up. 479 to 400. 2-1 cap for the blue team. Some fierce exchanges. Nobody able to stabilize really, although blue team have the chance to do that now. If Toffing didn't get himself in trouble there. Now it's 2v1 against YZ. Has some Catachans and some Spotters. Not often you see both of them up in tier 1 for a single player. Medical Sergeant for the Lord General too. We got Nog Leaders for the Shooter Boys, giving them some extra DPS, and of course a pretty tough model in there, not to mention the ability to detect. They are really good squad leaders. Pushing forward are the red team, sensing some weakness over here. 2v1 against this Imperial Guard player. Basilisk Flare goes down. I don't think it was needed, but able to easily force off that player and maybe get on the power hit. Yep. Looks like we got some execution buffs for these guardsmen. They have their own commissars. Up to 12 models, getting plasma guns on one of them. They're going to pack a punch. Some good bashing. Now it's time to back away, I think. Here comes Toffing with the flank. Ravener Brood Burrow striking in, and it's a good one. To counter-initiate right there, though, is the Lord Commissar. Caracasama giving some buffs to the Commissar himself when he uses Inspire Courage. Does Lorenzo have any war gear? No. Chimera is up for Bruce Campbell. Will it allow the red team to hang out in the field here? It's a big push from blue. Maybe a little bit hasty from Toffing. And is off the field now. Zone Throat on the way. Trying to hang in here is YZ. Gets a really good incendiary mortar shell in there, I think, from the Spotters. I can't actually see their decorator when they are retreating. I think that was an incendiary shell. Seemed to be some fiery business going on. Nope, I don't think they have it. That's a regular mortar shell. That's what that knockback was. 1-to-1 cap. Do we have double plasma guns? We do. 8 plasma DPS doesn't seem like a huge amount, but they get 3 per squad. And that really adds up, especially when you have the Commissar himself doing some good damage and all the other fellas with their las guns. Assault Squad getting in on Marco Zinch CSM. Double Marco Zinch CSM. We'd like to have seen him mix that up with some Mark of Corn fellas to fight these Assault Marines, because once they get tier 2, get their Merciless Strike, Heretics have a much tougher job standing up to them. Red team have the west side now. It's looking quite clear. Here comes Lorenzo though. Taking some shots from the Chimera, going for the Venom Cannon to counter it, as you can see. Very powerful ranged anti-vehicle weapon. And there it is. Needs to shoot it though. Needs to give the Hive Tyrant a new order. It was still in its, hey, I'm going to melee this thing order. Weird Boy is up. And it's pretty weird. His brain is coming out of his head. but he's an awesome unit. Sentinel lives for both Imperial Guard players, actually. Well done. Zone throw seemed to think about getting a shot off there, but then gets caught by the flare maybe and backs away in retreat. The brood nest is going to go down. Trying to make a little staging area there was Toffing. Didn't work out. And red team are perhaps on the power again. YZ needs to try and defend here. 2v1 though. 254 to 293. Decent VP lead for the blue team. Under lots of pressure now though. There's the Mekboy teleporting in. Great position in there by Toilailee. Nothing YZ could really do about that unless he was very, very quick with his Catachan's disruption. Hive Tyrant taking tons of damage. Got a couple of decent shots on the Chimera, but does go down. Should be able to get revived from there though. Old Lorenzo. Plague Marines up for ASD. Continues to push the east side, doing a decent job. Plasma Cannon wants to shoot stuff, but not sure if he has vision. Yeah, he's not. There he goes. He's charging up. He's charging up. Oh, some good shots on the infiltrated CSM too. Got some Vanguard veterans. Is that? No. That was the Thunderhammer of the Force commander we were seeing there. I was going to say, is he already tier 3? Plasma Cannon hits an object. That is a tough fence, it turns out. No, Chains of Torment being used to good effect. Great counter for Assault Marines, of course, and the Force Commander himself. 427 to 293. Red team continue their push on this side. Maybe they should have thought about this VP a little bit over here. Looking pretty strong though as it stands. We do have a Tyrant Guard on the field for Toffing. Hive Tyrant himself is still down. Looks like we might see a revive here from ASD. He's just hit level 4. Dark Flames. Warpath used to get stuff out of the way there. Nicely done by Toilailee, who's gone tier 3, as has YZ and Bruce Campbell. We might see a Lehman Russ dropped in by the Lord General player. One of his global abilities, and a very, very strong one it is. It's got to be one of the best hero-specific globals, dropping a Lehman Russ in. Mekboy suppressing an entire blob of stuff, but there's some disruption for you. Zap goes in though, and Weird Boy's shots on this blob are going to be painful. There's some Daka. Look at that. Holy crap. That is value right there. Weird Boy now very short on energy, needs to be around some Ork units using their Gua to regenerate some at a decent rate. Of course, Runner levels up to what? Level 4. Looks like he had a pretty decent engagement over here. Topkek, oh maybe not, he did lose some stuff. In fact, Assault Squad has gone down. Losses on both sides there though. 1-to-1 cap. As players start to think about the tier 3 purchases. Bruce Campbell with some Stormtroopers up, Ravener Brood getting into all sorts of trouble. Toffing is just getting outshot here. Current guard in shield wall. Now tries to escape. Should be okay, I think. Plasma guns are not going after it. They take down the capillary tower instead. West side. Looks like the looters just killed a Lord General. But they're not capping. Warp Vomit doing its thing. It's a really long stun, that thing. Look at that. That's 7 seconds or something. 7 seconds of not being able to do anything is a long ass time in Dawn of War 2. Tier 3 now for Topkek, so it's just Toffing and ASD still in tier 2. And power bashing by Bruce Campbell here. Gonna get the entire thing down, I think. Using that Chimera for some mobility to get over there. Level 2 Weird Boy is capping. You have 2 Death Guns on this west side now for the red team. For Toilailee specifically. And here's a Lehman Russ. Most likely called in. Although maybe not. So I wasn't paying attention. Pushing against the Chimera as you would expect. A pretty hard counter to this thing. Can he get the shots on though? Nope. It is instead shooting Devastators. Couldn't quite keep up with the Chimera. Might chase it all the way back. Going through some sandbags. And everything else. There it is. It stopped. Needs to keep moving, I think. Did that shot miss? Looks like it missed. Oh, he's not going to chase it. He's not going to chase it. Didn't want to risk you losing that thing. Ouch. Painful Doom Bolts. Devastators get away with 4 hit points. We have a Chaos Dreadnought for ASD with the Marco Zinch missile launcher. Very hard anti-vehicle. What's Lorenzo doing? Got his warp field now. We might see the improved synapse as well. Some passive support. We have a red west side. Lord General is still down over there. And still tier 2 for these two players. Toffing could go tier 3. Level 5 Sorcerer has done well. We see the grenade indicator there because of Chains of Torment from the Robes of Torment. West side, there's a Rocks from Toilailee. On mostly some guardsmen it looks like. Lorenzo trying to get revive and blue team pushing through to get this VP. We do have a looted tank. Which can maybe dip back in and get some shots. But there is a Lehman Russ there. With a Vanquisher on it. Which is the anti-large target weapon. Big chunks off this Chimera now. Holy crap. Oh, that was Emperor's Wrath from Bruce Campbell. One of the coolest accessories for sure. Down goes the Chimera. Lehman Russ making short work of it, but is taking shots from a Sentinel. And now a looted tank. That's a level 4 Sentinel as well. Lorenzo, the Hive Tyrant, needs to be targeting the looted tank. I think down goes the Lehman Russ. Well done, Toilailee. And takes down the turret guard as well. This is getting some value out of this looted tank right now. 309 to 279. Double Marco Zinc CSM pushing forward alongside a Dreadnought. Some heretics there to support and hopefully not die. Hopefully for them. There's some Zinchian worship. Plague Marines going for the decap. And they should be able to get it because nothing can see them right now. There we go. Force Commander got close enough. They did get the decap. I think that's well played by ASD. Getting a decap even for a few seconds can make a big difference. Now the single is ticking down, but there's the 1-to-1. Beamy Death Gun looters now for Toilailee. Topkek still looks pretty depleted here. Waiting for Terminators maybe. Just needs 550 requisition, I think it is. Or is it 650? Oh, it's going for a whirlwind. Really? Okay then. Whirlwind it is. With a Marco Zinch Chaos Dreadnought around. It might not last very long. Looks like Toffing just had a really bad engagement. Got some Venom Brood, got some Raveners, but that is it. The Hive Tyrant itself is now pushing out of base. YZ also looking quite depleted since losing that Lehman Russ. Fist of Rockus is up. Great when you need to push against a big, nasty line of stuff. Wasn't needed there though. Red team are going to take the west side back. Their natural is looking pretty secure. And here's a whirlwind. Baneblade on the way for Bruce Campbell. Everyone's tier 3 now. AST just went. Where are those stormtroopers at? They have the assault kit. Can be hard to pick them out when they have the Vostroyan Firstborn scheme. Just a cheeky little execution there by the Lord Commissar. Level 7 this guy. Oh, that was a lot of firepower coming in very quickly. Got rid of some stuff. Blue team can maybe get back in here to the west side. Oh, maybe not. There's a Knob squad hanging out from Toilailee. It's bad news for everything. A Nob squad. Hive Tyrant is going to die if it's not careful. So close to going down. Lorenzo does get away. CSM dropping a model, but they're still in play here. Chaos Dreadnought needs to be careful. Doesn't want to have it at the front of the army, I don't think. If you can, you always want infantry between your enemy and your ranged walker, I think. Or any ranged vehicle. Tanks included. Give them something to worry about before they can get free shots on your vehicle. Warp Vomit. Looted tank is still here. Somehow hasn't leveled yet. Oh, Rocket Run. From Bruce Campbell, I guess. Pretty nasty. Wow. The CSM live, and the Plague Marines do survive. So incurred some losses, but no squad wipes, which is ideally what you do want to achieve with a nuke. You want to actually kill a thing. Or several things. Whirlwind's still around. We got some Tactical Marines with Sergeant level 4 and a plasma gun. Here's the Baneblade. Carnifex for Toffing. Has been down to just 2 units for a while. Looks like blue team did get a decap over here. Well done to them. Maybe it was the Sorcerer being weird and sneaky. Level 6. Dreadnought needs repairs, but he's got no heretics to repair it. Maybe YZ could come over with double guardsmen and do so. Need some communication though. Look, rep my dread. It's a bit of a journey for these fellas, but they're going for it. Oh, these guys don't have a Commissar, but these fellas do. Here we go. These guys are slightly better at repairing than regular units, although I don't think they're quite as good at as the repairing heroes are. Hive Tyrant shooting some gens. Scared away by a Thunderhammer. Here's the Iron Halo now. The Iron Halo went into the wrong slot. I've never seen this bug before. There we go. Fixes itself. Just needed to select something else for a second. Now here's a Carnifex. It's a 30-foot alien. Pretty cool. Starts off in this melee state kind of thing. Can get some ranged weapons, and there is a Barbed Strangler on the way. They need to get through a Baneblade and a Nob squad. Not to mention a bunch of other stuff. Oh, the mech's now got his big shooter. Has he got all 3 weapons for his mech? I don't think he got the beamy for the mech. That was for the looters, I think. 219241 on the VPs. I think it might be a good idea for blue team to push the mid. We have a Chaos Predator for ASD. Maybe get Marco Zinch up. Uh-oh. Captain Topkek has a Land Raider Redeemer. So they have a Land Raider, a Baneblade, and Nobs, and a Lehman Russ on the way. It's going to be tough for the blue team to crack. I think they may need a good nuke or something. Raveners are wiped. Blue team needs to get some VPs, but it's going to be tough. There's that Barbed Strangler coming in. Such a powerful weapon. Yeah, this is going to be tough. So much stuff supporting the Baneblade. And then the Land Raider supporting all of that. Emperor's Wrath goes in from the level 7 Lord Commissar. Meanwhile, West Side kicking off. Double Marco Zinc CSM are a pretty good source of damage against the Nob squad. I mean, there's not a lot better you can do in terms of ranged infantry against a Nob squad, but you still need to control these guys, and we see it there with the Chains of Torment. But they are being buffed in turn by the Super Tough Beam, which is an amazing buff. There's an Imperial Abyss from ASD. I said they'd need a nuke. There's another nuke over here. Crazy, crazy stuff. If that orbital didn't come down, blue team might have been able to push against those big vehicles there. So that was a pretty vital orbital, I think, from Captain Topkek. 1-to-1 cap here. Tactical Marines bravely trying to cap The VP, there it is. There's the 2-1. Red team back on the 2-1. GG, says ASD. Looks like the Sorcerer thinks it's over. Nob squad took a massive amount of damage, but that means that damage wasn't getting put on anything else. Baneblade down to half hit points. Oh, down went something. Down went something. That was that the whirlwind? Maybe that was the whirlwind.
Allied Sorcerer reports ready.
No Markov Zinch for the Predator yet. Wants to get something else up, I guess. Oh, Zap being annoying. Don't retreat, guys. You're just going to spread it. That was great. 152 to 241. We have a medical bunker up by Bruce Campbell. Mekboy is level 4, hanging out right in front of the Baneblade. We do have a brood nest, so they do have some support in the field here, the blue team. Maybe want another one over here somewhere. Would be good. Battle Wagon now for Toilailee. A Baneblade though for YZ. And ASD does have a good amount of resources, maybe saving for another Predator tank. It's a good map for tanks. Good space. Some clean firing lines over on the west side especially. Tier 3 Lictor doing some great work for the blue team, decapping the VP. Gets away cleanly. Oh, it's another whirlwind. It's going to be chased down by a Predator tank, I think. There is the Cult of Speed buff from the Mekboy, giving all of the allied vehicles on the map a very nice speed increase and reduces the cooldown of their weapons, I think. The whirlwind lives. We might see the Predator tank go down to the Baneblade here. Big chunks of damage with those zap gun shots. It was in fact the tank busters inside that finish it off. 143 to 241. Baneblade's getting pretty low from Bruce Campbell, who has lost some stuff here. But that's another rocket run from Bruce Campbell as well. Ouch. It's painful. Lehman Russ lives with 12 hit points. Here comes a Baneblade for the blue team. It's not over yet. Is that a lone sergeant repairing the tank? It is. Baneblade is pushing up. Little bit dangerously. That is a Nob squad right there. Baneblades are typically weak to powerful heavy melee units. 117 to 241. Very aggressive usage of the battle wagon here. Been working out so far. Are the Venom Brood firing? They are firing. There's a lot of damage on the battle wagon. Looks like it's going to be okay. Maybe. Looks like it is. Baneblade couldn't get a shot from the main battle cannon there. 98 to 241. Blue team are still in this. ASD has Chaos Terminators, as you may have seen, and now some Havocs. Bruce Campbell has a single unit of Stormtroopers. So the Baneblade dealt with. Bunch of other stuff dealt with. Still got a Land Raider and a Battle Wagon. Battle Wagon will need a lot of repairs. 96 to 241. The blue team can get this back. It'll be a pretty impressive comeback. What am I hearing? Oh, it's you firing, is it, Mr. Land Raider? Toffing. He's only level 3, Lorenzo. Another Baneblade on the way for Bruce Campbell. Going to be relying on allies for support, obviously. Can the blue team make a dent here? YZ has a nuke available. Needs to wait for the right situation. A big blob of stuff to fire it upon. Force Commanders, I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. Can't attack a Baneblade buddy with a Thunderhammer. Does have Artificer Armor and does get away. Here's the Battle Wagon getting repairs. If they knew it was here, which they might, Baneblade could push on it and do some work. Blue team are going to cap this. And looks like Toffing is continuing to pressure the mid, making sure that Topkek never feels completely comfortable committing to the west side, which is a good use of his units, I think. Chaos Terminators have lost over half of their hit points. More Havocs for ASD. These guys defending the natural VP, good use of them. And these guys can maybe get, yep, it's an autocannon. Maybe to come over to the west side, but we could see them used in the mid as well. 67 to 223, 2-1 cap for blue. Some guardsmen now for Bruce Campbell to support the Baneblade, of course. Where's that Land Raider? It is over here now. So their natural VP is pretty open, the red team. Knob Squad coming in. Frenzy is used. Some Terminators, I think, from Topkek. Yes, it is. Assault Terminators going for the Baneblade. ASD doing a good job controlling the knobs with his Chains of Torment. Super Tough Beam is on them. This could be a very vital engagement. Subjugation on the Terminators. Very well done from ASD. See the power of the Sorcerer here. Dealt with a Knob Squad and a Terminator Squad in the same engagement. Pretty awesome. And that made a big difference there. Is that a rocket run? That is the rocket run from YZ. And it hits pretty damn well. It's a double cap now for the blue team. That tier 3 Lictor on the VP there. Blue team are right back in this. Red team need to try and take out the Sorcerer because he is doing a huge amount of work now. He's level 8. Now getting the Rod of Warp Fire, which will give him a pretty good basic ranged attack, so we can sit back and do some work while still firing off his spells and stuff. There's the triple. And there's nothing going for their natural over here. Nothing's coming to defend it. They've got their hands full on the west side. Big shots going in from both sides. They're going after the enemy Baneblade. Battle Wagon is there. Land Raider is there. Can they get one of these things down? Does anyone have a nuke available? I don't think so. Toffing is perhaps close. 100 red away. Can the Lord General get this cap? Does get the cap. And then gets out safely. Eats a plasma cannon shot, but does get away. Weird Boy throwing the Knob Squad in to go after the Baneblade. There's Super Tough Beam as well. Baneblade could be falling here. Nope. Subjugated the Knobs. Does the Sorcerer. Level 9 Sorcerer now. Getting his Robes of Torment back on. 67 to 57. Oh no, a sound bug for YZ at the end of the game. Hopefully he can hang in there. Double cap for the blue team. Assault Terminator's looking for a target. What are they going to go for? Look at the Hive Tyrant getting in with his Venom Cannon in melee, doing a special attack. Battle Wagon goes down. Desperation from the red team. They can't even get their natural VP back. They did decap the west side though. GG, says ASD. What an awesome comeback. What an awesome comeback. And a lot of it was those clutch usage of Sorcerer abilities by ASD at the end. You see the difference that a single hero can make to fights. Sorcerer is so good at that. And well done ASD for using. I'm not sure if YZ dropped at the end. For those that don't know, the sound bug means that you lose all sound and eventually in a short time you crash. But his team held on. Level 5 Hive Tyrant, level 6 Lord General, the awesome Chaos Sorcerer of ASD hits level 10. Level 5 Mech. Level 10 Lord Commissar. Bruce Campbell lost a bunch of stuff towards the end of tier 3 and they struggled to come back from that. Blue team kept themselves relatively steady, and Toffing pushing that central VP made a big difference. Topkek, level 7 Force Commander. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.